How can a food claim to have 0 calories, 0 protein, 0 carbs, and most importantly, 0 fat when the food is actually 100% fat? Good morning, Coach Kelly here with an encouraging word, and that is the question that I asked at the end of my last video in this new series on some of the top misleading marketing practices that food manufacturers use to coerce us into buying their stuff, or at the very least, they try to make their foods look healthier than they actually are. And so the answer in this case is really very simple. And I have two products for demonstration. I have a can of No Stick cooking spray. This is olive oil based and it's from Walmart. And then I have a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, also Walmart's brand. Now, for what it's worth, the brand doesn't matter. All the manufacturers in either of these product categories, they all use the same marketing strategy. Now, I will say that the pour oil people, they're all very straightforward in how they share their nutritional information. The No Stick spray people, not so much. A lot of smoke and mirrors going on there. So if you look at the front of the can, and I know you can't read this, it says 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 saturated fat, and then for the rest of the fat information, see the nutritional label on the back. So like I said in the beginning, 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 protein, 0 carbs, 0 everything. If you look at the ingredients, it's extra virgin olive oil, and then there's a couple of words that are almost impossible to pronounce, but it's essentially an anti-caking agent so it doesn't gum up in the little squirter thing. And then you have a propellant that gets it out of the can. Make no mistake, this product is 99.9999% oil based. And the last time I checked, oils are 100% fat. When you see all these zeros on the back, and this is oil, that should raise a red flag. So when we look at this product and the nutritional label, 120 calories a serving, 14 grams of fat. And if you look at the ingredients, it's extra virgin olive oil. So what's the difference between this and this? If they're both oil based, why does this one have 120 calories a serving and 14 grams of fat, and this one has all zeros? So here's the loophole. It's serving size. The serving size of the pour oil is a tablespoon. And the loophole is if a food has less than a half a gram of fat per serving, the food can legally claim 0 fat per serving. So they whittled down the serving size in this so small. On average, if you look at different brands, it's a quarter to a third of a second of a spray. That's almost impossible to do, completely irrelevant. I mean, it would be worthless for whatever you're using this for, whether it's, I use it in a pie plate, whether you're putting it in a skillet to do veggies or meat or scramble eggs. I mean, on average, I just kind of ballpark counted in my head that I use about a 3-second serving size. Is not going to get it done. So why is it that these manufacturers are trying to hide their fat content as opposed to these that want to tell the truth? I don't know. Greed and money, I guess. Now, please don't think that I'm trying to convince you not to use this product. I think that this is invaluable. Again, I use it almost every day, and I really don't think that you run the risk of ODing and or shooting yourself in your nutritional foot by using too much of this just because of the way that we use it. But there's some other products on the market that are related that use the same marketing strategy, and you could unknowingly shoot yourself in the foot. Have you ever heard of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter? So they have two different base products. You have a tub version that essentially looks like butter. You would use a spoon or a fork or whatever, I say a knife, to get it out and put it on whatever you're going to eat it on. There's also a spray version, and that spray version uses the same smoke and mirrors that this No Stick cooking spray uses. So if you look at the back of the label, you see 0 calories, 0 protein, 0 carbs, 0 fat. And again, doing the same thing. They've whittled the serving size down to 2 grams. It's kind of comical when you look at the number of servings in the bottle. It's 1,700. Now, I use a digital kitchen scale on a daily basis. 2 grams won't even show up. You certainly wouldn't be able to taste it. Now, just kind of go with me on this. I just did a little rough approximation. If the serving size in this is a tablespoon, if you used an equal serving size of the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, it would be roughly 6 times the 2 grams that they're recommending. There's got to be some fat and calorie content that starts to add up there, and that's just 1 tablespoon. If you're putting this on veggies or a baked potato, I would think 1 to 2 tablespoons would be more real world. So again, the calories and the fat are starting to add up. It is not a zero fat, zero calorie product. It is largely oil based. Now, please, again, don't think that I'm trying to persuade you not to use the I can't believe it's not butter. I just want you to understand the trickery behind the nutritional label so that you can use it with a clear conscience and know exactly what you're putting in your body. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please reach out. I will reply. And the question that I want to leave you with for next time is, when it comes to peanut butter, we'll say peanut butter, almond butter, do you go with the full fat regular version or do you go with the light version? Which one is healthier for you? Ponder that, and I'll see you in about a week.